If you're enjoying the NBA playoffs and want to recreate the action yourself, NBA 2K is the place to be.
That's right. Located within My League and My NBA eras, the playoffs allows you to fully customize a 16-team NBA bracket. You can play in the current postseason bracket or mix things up and add any team to join the fun. Whether it's a current roster, all-time, or classic, this playoff bracket is entirely up to you.
You can control multiple teams and change the settings however you like. A one-game NBA Finals to determine the winner? Done.
Check out this mode next time in NBA 2K25 and see how your playoff bracket shakes out.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Edwards is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's DJ in at the point guard.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's DJ. He's got 8. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Timeout, East
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. That's tipped. Brunson the pass to Brown. And they double up Brown. Outside Tatum. Sinks the triple.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star Week as well.
Now, here's DJ. 11 points in the game. Hits it from three-point range.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Cunningham hits the bucket.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
And he's good on the three ball.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him. Trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
Now, DJ, after the missed 3 from Evan Mobley. And it's DJ missing. Brunson against Williamson. Bounce it up there for Mobley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And some changes here for the East. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Brown. Jaden Ivey comes in for Cade Cunningham. And Halliburton subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. Wembanyama comes in for Williamson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Devin Booker. And here is Tatum, following the three from DJ. Mobley trying to free himself up. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And DJ throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Feeds it to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
DJ down, it drops to the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Halliburton with the bucket.
Well, I'd say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
There's the pass to Mobley. At the top of the key, Towns. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Trae Young is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Brown. And it's Mobley in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Now, here is Young. Tatum finds Mobley. Here's Young. Here's the teardrop. And it's Brown missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Cunningham. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Cunningham kicks to Young. And another miss by the East.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one is good from DJ.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now, here's Brown looking to end the run. Young's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Some nice passing here by the West. Back to Edwards. Now, here's DJ. 33 points for him. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to DJ. 6 to shoot. They get it again. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Cunningham. And the jump by Tatum.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And so it's the West All-Stars out there all by themselves with a 32-point. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Edwards. Williamson out there with Jokic. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's DJ in at the one spot.
Such a finesse shot for some big. Zion's, though, staying composed and able to knock it down.
The kick out to Tatum. Shoots from 12, and it's good. 2 points. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
You can't exhale at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range, not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
3-pointer, and DJ with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brunson outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 9 points in the game so far.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Now here's DJ. Tight defense on him. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Towns is out there with Tatum. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ivy in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Curry against Ivy. No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East. Brown, good.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
Here's DJ. Bangs home the trifecta. DJ's got 45 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Brunson the pass to Ivy. Towns against Sabonis. Here's Ivy. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
And it's DJ missing. Now the East All-Stars with it. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Curry. Releases. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
2 minutes remaining.
Good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And that one is good from DJ.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The 3-pointer, no good. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Ball kicks to Banchero. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
DJ with it. Young's there. And that one's good. DJ's got 53.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
DJ passes to Sabonis. East grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Passes to Banchero. Good D by Holmgren. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. DJ dishes to Curry. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
All-Stars ball. Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Young. Pulls up from the corner. And it's Banchero missing. DJ with it. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.